Hello guys and welcome back to EU4 with myself, Apex Ellis, as we take England into Great Britain. In the last episode we had a bit of a to-do with France and Venice, where we took Crete and we ran. we didn't do too well against France. They did wipe out two of our armies. However, we had this army here that did well and was given to the newly gazetted Captain Sharp to lead. In this episode we're going to look at going forward and getting to rank 10 hopefully, where we can get our next idea group, and hopefully we'll be looking at expanding into the New World proper. Maybe even start some African colonies down here. Maybe we'll start looking at Songhai. It's looking a little bit juicy that we could take some land there. But without further ado, grab yourselves a cup of tea. If you're going outside today, don't forget your umbrellas, because most likely it's going to be raining. And we'll head in to the video. First thing, Irish particularists and noble rebels in Shetland. Oh no. And should we build anything? No, we'll not build anything just yet. We'll we'll take a break. Sorry, my voice might be a bit croaky. Currently the plague is going around my house, and I'm probably just the next person that it's going to hit. What are these guys doing? So this is North Trade. Protect trade, North Sea. That's what we can do. We'll build some more trade ships. We'll build them there because it's nice and quick. So we have now made sure that the English West Indies are our friends and that they're not going to be disloyal anytime soon. How dare they? Send in the army. Oh, can I still rename him? No, I can't rename him. So remember, we still need some name ideas. We've not had them yet. Seeing it, obviously we've got quite a few views, so if we can start commenting with name suggestions, they will get put on to the armies that we use. Yeah, we'll give Norway knowledge. And obviously, if you want to continue watching it, we could do with a subscription as well. Which will keep you up to date with all the stuff that gets posted. Where are we looking at here? So St. Kitts is not far off done. Once St. Kitts is done, look, there we go. West Indies are expanding into the islands. That's okay. That's good. That's good. How are they doing? How many provinces? It was 10 regiments. And it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll see if they expand any further. We might not get a trader out of those until we decide to have a war with Carabas. If we have a war with Carabas. Bring the army back to the homeland. So Brittany, if you remember, at one point was literally a powerhouse because it had about Burgundian inheritance, it has now become little more than its base that it was at the start. It's got Lille and Luxembourg, and that's about it. Oh, and it's got the, what was this area? Was Geneva? Savoy, apparently. Savoy and Geneva, yeah. Castile. Whoops, did I just decline that? Whoopsie. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to do that. I'm not ready for Spain to fall out with me just yet. Have to remedy that quite quickly. Oh, we haven't done that to Crete, so we'll do that to Crete. So the last island for the Med is currently Cyprus, which will obviously lead to a war with the Mamluks. Gonna wait while the Ottomans weaken them a little bit later on. Then we'll head in and take Cyprus. And then we've kind of got our islands. We'll impose a new tariff because we know that this is going to fail. Because I don't know how it intends us to colonise this when Castile's already got it. We'll get a few colonies here and then we'll build an army, and I think we'll start pushing for some conquest. Yeah, go on, you can have some money. Protect trade. North Sea. Build there. Build there. How are these doing? Oh, we can upgrade these ships, so we'll upgrade them. Let's start the upgrade process. It is a bit not action packed at the moment. Just while we take stock of everything, we'll go to a bit more of a quicker speed. Get them training. What's Austria doing? Rhodes has fallen. So the Ottomans have finished their war with France. And I don't really think they got anything. Are they still at war with Venice? No, I don't think they got anything out of Venice. Because they took that in a peace deal partway through the war, didn't they? Venice's alliance with France is over. The Knights of St. John of Jerusalem. Being driven from the island of Rose by the Turks, the Knights wandered homeless until 1530. Holy Roman Emperor Charles V conferred upon them the sovereignty of the island of Malta and the port city of Tripoli. Give them Malta, England loses course. Cede Malta to the Knights gain cause. Knights in England, Knights gain. Papal States opinion. Don't give them anything. No, they're gone. Their time is over. Their time is up. The Knights are gone. We are looking forward to a new era of trade and domination by ducats. Go on then, that's my way of apology, you can have it. We'll go to 4 speed in a minute. That's got plenty of time yet. Offer knowledge sharing. We'll give it to Ireland. There you go, Ireland. You can have that. We'll go to 4 speed. Go back down because I just realised there's a few. I don't have the ability to play constantly on 4 speed. We'll go to Tech 10. Get the new cav. And so Colonial Ventures over here. We've got coffee. We're not having coffee. No sir, no siree, Bob. We will go with... Oh, let's make him sugar barons. Yeah, we'll go with sugar. Good riddance. So with that, we are going to... naval supplies is sufficient? Do we like naval supplies? Yeah, we'll go naval supplies. We are going to build here. And we are going to build here. Now do I... Or do we just want... No, we want to push to this. That's okay, we will push to that and then we'll sort that. We'll be able to catch up with Henry's. Admin 6 there. We don't really want to give that to the natives. So we've got colonialism against France. Because they've now gone with exploration ideas. We'll get some prestige. Aragon is falling. Reform the army and the navy. Yeah, let's do that. And quarantine the province. Got loans, they'll be due next year. And we'll get the Diplotech. Build another trade ship. Now what have we got here? Nothing at the moment, so we'll just keep that going. Here we are. Start debate and go with an extra colonist. We will start the expansion into Canada. Yeah, I know, Canada. We've lost the mass of the mint, which will now change to production efficiency. And then we'll go one more year. And we'll complete our expansion into Tech 10. English West Indies done there. Crete will now be defended with every last drop of peasant blood. Protect trade, off you go. Now in January, grab one of the theocracy. And we will grab aristocratic ideas because, you know, we love a nice little development cost, and also we get some boosted cavalry, and at the end we get leader siege +1, which is nice. Obviously cavalry not a massive must. And you know what, we are going to build a flagship. And we're going to have cannon in it, and we'll have fleet morale. No, we're not going to have fleet morale. We don't need fleet morale with the British Navy. We're going to have fleet blockade, impact on siege, and flagship durability. And we're not going to call it the Prince George. There can be only one flagship. It's Nelson's own. It's still officially in use today. The oldest commissioned ship that is still in one piece. HMS Victory. We're going to build it. And please tell me that was a Carrack. Please tell me that. Lose prestige. I'm sure that was a Carrack. Yes, it was. That's okay. When you just have that, you have that absolute moment of like, did I click the right button? did. That's okay. 7 whatever they need. We'll send them ducats. That's grown nicely. That's growing nicely. How's my African colony doing? I love being English. Oh, that's a nice boost. Excellent. So now we've got that, we're going to go with the Gold Act. Promote meritocracy, that's fine. So it gives us a higher chance to find gold. Denmark is challenging our expansion here. Look, they've gone full on there, haven't they? Maybe that's what I should be doing. But I don't quite like doing that, to be honest, but there we go. We'll grab the Italian engineer, if for nothing else but the ducats. And then over here we'll get one more caravel, and then we've got the North Trade Fleet then. So we're clearly going to have to go to war with the natives because they are starting to surround us. So when we've got the money, I think we'll have to arrest him. Can't afford all that. Wait for a tick, and we'll go global tariffs. And who should we send? Let's have a look. Because we'll just send some mercenaries. I'm not going to send anything major. We will go with the Forlorn Hope, I think. Yeah, we'll send a Forlorn Hope. Might need to get some Casus Bios going on as that. So then we now get that one that we lost, and we can send him there. Mission to the New World has expired, so we need to grab that again. Oh, clergy influence is 40% or greater. Oh no. Let's go with that one. There we go. Just brings that up so that we can then do that. Won't be long until we don't even need that, to be fair, but for now we'll do it. So you can already see the trade is started to flow in. We are getting there. Protect trade north, and we'll go with that one. And there we are. Look at that, HMS Victory leading the way, and it's just occurred to me, we can now do it. We started off with the aim of converting into Great Britain, so without further ado, let us force the acts of union. Do we want to force it? I mean, we've got that now. Do we want to sacrifice +1 development in colonies? No, we'll leave it a little bit, and then we will form Great Britain. Sorry, just supping my tea there. We will just hold off on forming Great Britain just for the moment, just while we do continue, because these are all quite close to, well, this Pommewick and Bethesda are close to finishing, so we'll let them finish because they get +1 to their development. We are going to start grabbing this area. There we go, finish. So we've got tobacco. We'll go with tobacco. Fish isn't good enough. I'm sorry, just I mean, everyone loves a good portion of fish and chips, but in terms of trade, I'm sorry, we're going to have to go with the old the old tobacco, and that is, did you see, Protestant Reformation has now spawned. We can refuse, actually. We're not obligated. Morocco has done some big brain moves there. Castile has claimed that island. He's died, we'll go with that one. Welcome to the faith. We'll take that. Extra 100 pop. Blois is no longer rightfully ours. I mean, it is. We're just not going to push it at the moment, France. You can keep it for now. Right. So Bethesda has done that. I mean, yeah. There we go. I'm not going to say it for obvious reasons, but we'll keep with that one. That's there. So we are going to get some claims on Songhai, and I think Songhai is going to be our war that we're going to do next. That's going to be our major war. I did say that we would look at Powhatan, and I can't even pronounce that. Why not? Let's give him. Why would we want to do that? Let's give him the ducats. We'll spend 40 ducats to get global settler increase +2 and settler chance +2%. Why wouldn't we? We'll do that. Crazy to even think of anything else. So let's go down here. And we're going to claim on Gabu. So Portugal's found gold, so they get a nice lovely bonus for that. We did not. Crete looks like it wants to rebel, and because we're not thinking, there, have some autonomy. You can run yourselves. There we go, so we've now finished that one. And of course, we're going to take this because native uprising chance minus 50% and plus 15 global settler increase is nice. We'll take it. Thanks. Thanks for playing. And now Songhai, we will have our war. Oh no, that is very interesting. It's a lot of people, but we're gonna go for it. We've got the tech up advance on them. We're not going for a full conquest, so we should be able to take these bits with relative ease. I say ease. What I mean is we should be able to take these bits, and then once we've taken them, we shouldn't have lost anything around here really. Yeah, you can go there. You can go there, Mamluks. It's fine. So we'll go and we'll go play war with them. We shall show them who has the mightiest navy. Right. Get rid of him, and there we go. That one will do. Will the fleet arrive in time? That is the question. Probably not. But again, I'm not overly fussed because these are just territories effectively. We'll just demand the payment in full. And here we are. The Royal Navy has arrived. And with it now, effectively, the naval battle up there is over. I don't think they've got anything really that we need to be worried about when it comes to naval power. Tunis is quite large. We might need to deal with this problem that is Tunis, because that is chunky. That is mega chunk. Tunis, and I don't think I like it, to be fair, how big they've got. I think we'll need to hold them back at some point. There we go. We knew that was going to happen, which is fine. That's why we didn't take any land for a while, because we got garbage choices. I know I said about expanding here, but we're going to have this war first, and we might do that in the next episode. Go that way. So it's all very well Mamluks have sent this, but it's kind of irrelevant because it's not important land. It's not land I want. And they've not sent their fleet out anywhere to engage mine because I think they know that they lose every time. Thanks to HMS Victory. So what we'll do is we will just choke them. That's only 2 ports, so we'll go with this one because it does take out a lot of their ports that we blockade there. Songhai not actually sending an army out against us either. And because they're not really important, we can always build more ships. 2 Sicilies has formed, that's interesting news. So we'll try and bait out this fleet with just 5 caravels there. Morocco's going to have to be put in its place as well. We can't allow Morocco to expand like that. France makes province a junior partner. As they form the House de Valois. Keep pushing in here, we'll make our way to Songhai's capital eventually. And it looks like we're going to gain more slaves on Kourou there. I was hoping for gold. Everyone loves gold. Come on, give me an art. Give me something to take, guys. Oh, there's an army. Let's go take out an army. Yeah, we need to have some sort of fight, I think, because there doesn't seem to be any forts to take out, so we'll just chase them down into Kourou. And see, look, the Mamluks, they've taken these places, but then there's not really much else they're going to do because that's it. The British are coming! The British are coming! Well, it's actually the English at this point. In they go. Grenadier March intensifies. Just literally falling by the wayside. Good victory. Send him there. See how they're doing. Oh, we've got a... We'll take that tech. New draperies. How are we doing on everybody's war exhaustion? They're still okay for now, looking at this. So they're okay for now. The war exhaustion is they're fairly eager for the war, but as the blockade lasts longer, they should start feeling the pinch. And maybe it's time we looked at Catalan. We'll do that one. Maybe we should build a new army. That we can send into northern Africa. We could call it maybe, I don't know, maybe the Desert Rats. That sounds like something that would be in North Africa, wouldn't it? Because, you know, England or Britain has never had a successful campaign in North Africa. So we have recovered the economy after we did do a lot of spending, I believe, in the last episode. And obviously the war with France didn't go exactly to plan. Obviously it worries me that France and Castile have allied. However, once this war ends, we should be able to re-ally with Castile. Hungary has annoyed Austria, looking at that. I'm thinking I might do an Austria run as a next run. I probably won't be getting EU5 as soon as it comes out. Probably later on, maybe more towards Christmas sort of time, when probably one of my lovely family will get it for me as a gift. What do we want over here in Halifax? Halifax, you can produce what we're well known for it. Well known for it in Canada. You can produce wine. You know, Canadian wine, best wine. Just saying. Look there though, we've got an absolute top tier start there for a Canadian province for 443. When you're looking at the stats, they are just expanding. That one should get a nice big juicy bonus as well. Back over here, how are we doing? Armies have been sent, so we can now send that. And Jamestown is now complete, and Jamestown can have go fur production. Yeah, why not fur production? So we've gone there, and I can see what we're trying to do, and we're just going to ignore them. So the armies are going to merge here at Wolof, and we're going to see who is the mightier army. Is it Captain Sharp's? Or is it the Mamluks? Spare no expense. Obviously they're going to be falling by the wayside quite quickly. The tech difference is insane. Look, before the Mamluks can even get there, they've fallen. However, we are struggling against the Mamluks. Pause it there a second. Found a standing army. There we go. Okay, so we lost that battle against the Mamluks, but it wasn't probably the battle that the Mamluks wanted. Probably gave him a bit of a bloody nose. And it looks like we might actually have to send Captain Sharps, who was only ever intended... Well, this army was only ever intended for... North Africa. It might need to come down here because clearly that has been an issue. So we beat that army. Where's that retreat? That's good. So it's a bit of a longer retreat, to be fair. Which we kind of needed because that gives us a chance to tick a morale. Look, we wanted their armies to come and engage us. They have now engaged us. And we weren't ready. We will send forth another army now that they've got interested in this war. Mamluks sending forth. We've got Guy Howard there, so hopefully he's enough to keep the keep that army in the fight long enough for the reinforcements to arrive, because they are on their way. Not too far away now. Look at that, they're falling, they're absolutely being destroyed. And look, we've now got reinforcements, it's game over, that's GG, GG. We have, however, lost. That general, we'll get another one. Off we go, we're ready now, that's it. That was probably the big fight, that, to be fair. Mamluks are retreating. We'll now just push. Push, push, push. How very dare Morocco. We don't have a Casus Bio against you, which is a shame. So the army's suddenly all disappeared. If they didn't want anything in now. Now that the Mamluk army is gone. Cape Breton is about to be finished. Norway forming stuff there. So we see when we take on that Tunis fleet. For no other reason than we just like to make splinters of their ships. And absolutely smashed through the pride of the Royal Navy. And we'll get another admiral seeing as he's passed away. And back to that one. You see here, look, the those battles, Songhai are now starting to wonder about whether this war was really what they wanted. I mean, they didn't have a choice in it. I declared war. But they are clearly struggling. And their allies aren't much use. Their allies came, but they are a tech behind. Yeah, they are a tech behind. And that was obvious in the results. They struggled with a weakened army, and then when the army was towards its full strength, and with reinforcements, the Mamluks were decimated. So we get those, we'll try and get these, and we'll try and get these free. And then we'll look at a war with Morocco next. Continue our expansion in West Africa. So we do find ourselves with no manpower, so we will slacken the recruiting standards, get that manpower back up. I suppose one of the problems with fighting in Africa is that the supply limit is very low. What's Songhai willing to give up? That's going to be 41 war score. I think we're going to struggle with that, to be honest. There's just no forts. If there were forts, we could build up the war score quite well. With there being no forts, can't build it up. Right, so we can see here that the who's this Horon will have to be dealt with, because they have decided in their infinite wisdom that they want to stop and plant themselves here, which was going to be my next one, but I've gone to Rappahannock. What's going on here? Mamluks have taken out Norway. Oh, they must be freezing. I wonder if that could be in EU5. Like acclimatization bonuses. Yes, your army are desert dwellers. You have now gone to the Arctic. You guys freeze. They didn't pack winter clothes. And like our guys here, you are used to wet and mild. You are now hot and dry. You all die of heat exhaustion. Don't get me wrong, but really frustrating, but also really funny at the same time. We are going to go for naval supplies. No, fur production. We'll go fur production in Cape Breton. So we saw it was a 1-1-1. It's now a 3-3-3. Like I said, when you get the bonuses, it's really nice. France has decided in their infinite wisdom they want to come to Canada too. So it is looking like war with France is going to be inevitable again in the future. So there is a fort round here. That's good to know. And I think it's there, so we're just going to push straight to the fort. And we will take the fort. Well, remember, let's convert that to English. Nearest union, bring benefits. No, we're not being tied down to no family. Right, we'll send this army and see how well it does against the forces of Songhai. Guy Howard. No, it's not there then, so it must be this one. I should have known it wasn't that one actually, because these were clear. Oh, it could even be this one down here, to be fair. We'll find it anyway. We're searching for that fort now. No, so it must be here then. This must be it. It's got to be. It can't be another one. Unless they've got two forts right next to each other. Battle with Songhai goes about as well as you can imagine for the Songhai forces. Guy Brock comes in, smashes them with cannons. When they finally get into range, they're slaughtered. Yeah, we lost 4,000 men. They lost many. We'll just go with yes. They lost yes. And we're going to go straight in. We're not going to assault because we don't have the manpower spare to assault, but we will smash down the walls with cannon. Songhai going to send another army. We are blessed. Send in, intercept this army wherever it's going. No, right, we'll pay off some of the debt. Hopefully they'll stop miring us for favours. So again, this Songhai army. Shibom gone. We need. No, we don't need better. We'll just take the ducats because we're not going this far into Africa anytime soon. Attempt to root out the syncretism? I don't know. We'll go with that one. I don't know what it means, but we'll go for it. You saw there the battle. They lost probably half the troops. We lost maybe 1,000 men. So like I said to you, the war is pretty much over. I know that they took out Norway. Eased the tension. But as far as I'm aware, they can have Norway. Norway means nothing to me. Well, I say it means nothing to me. It means a lot to me. It means, well, currently 0.1 ducats a month. That's what it means to me. But in this war, it's a junior partner. You can take it out all day long. It doesn't affect my war exhaustion. Get the new admin tech. We are pushing. It's been a long episode. I was trying to finish this before the end of the episode, but we might have to call it quits in a minute. English Moon. Our sorrow proves the justness of our cause. We'll get 25 military power. Who we got? Yeah, Emery de Trastamara, 531. Frederick of oh, that's big. That's huge. The empire grows weaker because Austria has lost the throne. Ansbach has now become the emperor. That's interesting because there's not the votes to put them in. So I wonder how they've managed that. Ottomans have now announced me as a rival. Fun. Here we go. The Mamluks are here. The Mamluks. Send these there. They can have a white piece. That's not going as well as I thought it would, to be honest. Before they go in, let's just take a moment. And you know what? We'll just take this. That's it. We'll take the coast. It wasn't as much as we wanted, but we'll take it. We'll consolidate there. And we'll have to wait while we generate some admin points. However, that is the war over. We'll tick over to the next year. That went probably not as well as I wanted it to be fair, but we did beat the Mamluks in a war, kinda, vaguely. And it does leave us with Morocco next, which if we declare war on Morocco, we would bring in the Mamluks again. Be quite fun. Oh, that's what we were going to do as well, wasn't it? Grab that alliance back with Castile. We're not quite ready to fall out with them just yet. We will increase autonomy in all these for now as well. For now. Because I don't think I'm going to have the strength to hold them with rebels. start the coring process. What have we got here? Royal Decree, Aristocratic Court, General Estates, install theocratic, become a republic. We will go with diplomatic relation. We'll go aristocratic court as we now take our armies back to where they belong. We'll keep these in Bethesda for now, but Captain Sharps can go. They successfully survived a war. No, we're not giving you any favours because we're struggling as it is. And let's take a stock. So we have successfully expanded into America now. We've got a few colonies there, and Canada has started to grow. We do have our lovely rival France joining us, but if we whack colonies there and there, we should be okay. If not, looks like war with France is inevitable. And maybe we should look at favours. Reduce opinion. See what they'll do with France. Will they do? Oh, they would. That'd be fun. We can probably make them break the truce with France. I reckon we can stop the Castile and France blob. So that is it. We started the episode where we rebuilt our economy so it could survive a war. We then had a war with Songhai, Tunis, Mamluks, some minor nations around here, and we came out victorious. We now have all this English Guinea, which will core up, and obviously we will set up a trade company to deal with all that for us. Over here we've had the Caribbean, the English West Indies have expanded their lands, but I think that's probably as far as they're going to go. They might maybe grab Trinidad and Tobago, but that is colonial Colombia rather than the Caribbean. And we've expanded into America proper with Canada and America, or what will become the USA, having successful landfalls. So if you want to continue watching as we form the British Empire, that's going to be our next step, forming Great Britain, which we can already do, but we wanted a few extra bits first. Give us a subscribe, leave a like. If you've got any name suggestions, or leave any comments that you like about the gameplay, about whether you want to see it as a long haul like this, or whether you want maybe the best bits and some review of the gameplay for the session, just leave comments. And again, thanks all for watching. Keep a stiff upper lip, and until next time, stay safe and have a good one. Goodbye for now.